There's definitely people here, Jonah.
I'm in mailroom.
What do you see? Fire?
I'm still in the entrance to the house here. I'm gonna push up. Got one. Long hallway in the middle, the ref tower.
I got one. I'm gonna go down here. Don't see anyone my way.
I'm pushing up. Yep, took two. Gonna do it in the hallway. Where are you at?
If you guys have been playing airsoft for a long time, like myself, after a while it does get a little repetitive. Still fun, absolutely, but you've kind of seen it all. Airsoft is brand new for me again, and it is more fun than ever, thanks to this little guy right here. This is the BL1 from Battlelink. Let's talk. So this little device is a communications device, and immediately a lot of people are gonna be like, well, I already run comms. Hold on to your horses, so have I. This thing is a million times better in so many ways. For a lot of us, if you're anything like me, you either used to or still play a lot of video games, and that's what got you into airsoft. Call of Duty, Battlefield, all those games really brought me into airsoft because I wanted something similar in real life. And when I look back at those video games that I used to play, the best part of it was playing with friends. And it didn't even have to be that we were doing well in the game, but I have so many memories with good friends and whatnot of just goofy things happening in game. And overall, it was just because we were really enjoying what we were doing together. Airsoft is fun by yourself, absolutely. I've done it multiple times, but it is way, way, way more fun to play with friends. And playing with friends with this, oh man, it just steps it up to another level. So let me explain more. This is like the equivalent of having a Discord voice chat going while you're playing a video game, but for airsoft. It's just an open communication channel for everyone who's got these devices. There are channels that you can separate yourselves into. We'll talk more about that later, but it is literally a Discord call while you're playing video games, but while you're playing airsoft, and it is amazing. So let me show you guys my setup that I'm rocking right now. This is what I have set up currently on my Bunker Kings mask, my paintball mask. This is just the current setup I have right now. You can, of course, install this into a helmet setup also, if that's something you're into. I will have another variation of that coming soon, but this is just what I have set up for now. We've been playing a lot of CQB, and I gotta tell you, this is the best way to experience CQB, hands down, especially at my local field, Siege Airsoft. My brother and I both have a unit, and we ran them last weekend, and we had the most fun we've ever had playing airsoft. And it wasn't even like the most fun day specifically in terms of like gameplay or people that were there. It was just my brother and I, just normal day of airsoft, and we had an absolute blast because we were able just to talk to each other the whole time. But anyway, so this little guy just clips into my helmet here. I've got a little mount for it there, clips in nicely there. And then I just plug in one little cable, USB-C by the way, which is nice. Plugs into the bottom there. You can see it there on my helmet. Doesn't really add any weight whatsoever, makes it nice and convenient. But then you've got two speakers that I've installed on here. Then it comes with two microphone options as well. I've got this like little lapel mic. There's like a boom mic one too if you ran it on the outside of a mesh mask or whatever. And then the operation of the whole unit is so professional, so seamless. The buttons are big and tactile. You know exactly what button you're pushing, and every time you press a button, there's like a little voice indication as well, so you know exactly what you're doing. When I used the unit for the very first time, I never accidentally pressed the wrong button. And to get onto the comms channel, you literally just turn it on, and then there's a little button on the back here. You press that, and we'll go into mesh mode. And both my brother and I were the only ones at the field using them, so we just went on channel 1, and boom, we were connected just like that, chatting. It was a great time. Now, when I first heard this unit, I was a little bit skeptical. Kind of the nice thing about like a push-to-talk setup is that no one's accidentally talking in a distracting way. It's just kind of when you need it, it's there and that's it. I was worried that there would be a lot of feedback and background noise when this thing wasn't being like talked through. and used for its purpose. Even with my mic down here, I was afraid that even if I had a little bit of facial hair, it was gonna rub up against it and be really, really annoying for my brother on the other end. But they have an incredible noise canceling software, I guess, that goes inside this thing, and it only transmits when you want it to and you're talking. And I gotta say, it's amazing. It's really, really good. I never once found it to be annoying or cumbersome in any way. It always worked flawlessly for communicating. There is like the split second of when you first start talking that gets clipped, like it gets cut off because the voice has to pick up what to transmit before it turns off, you know, the cutoff, I guess. But you can always make out what the person's saying. It's not like, oh, what did he say? It's very clear. It's just like the first, like, literally millisecond of their voice will get cut off just a little bit, but very minor downside. Now, in terms of range, this is a Bluetooth device, so that's gonna be the biggest probably complaint maybe with this unit, is that it is limited in terms of range compared to a radio. But let's say you're at a milsim or something like that, and you've got your radio to talk to command, and then you've got this to talk with your squad. I think that would be an incredible setup. You can be pretty spread out. You can be whispering, talking amongst yourselves, and it is a great setup for that. But it's got plenty of range for a squad communication device. To test it out, my brother and I went to complete polar opposites of the field at our local field, Siege Airsoft, and we had communication the entire time. Never dropped once. The only time it ever dropped was when I was at the very back of the field in one game. My brother was eliminated from the match that we were in, and he went back to the staging area, which is on the other side of a huge concrete wall, and he was in the staging area at the complete other side of the field, and it was dropping a little bit. But that's still pretty impressive, and he wasn't even in the game. Anytime we were in the game and needed to rely on it, it worked flawlessly. Now also, I have to give big props to the guys at BattleLink for just the production quality of this unit. It is a very premium product, and it looks that way, it feels that way, and performs that way. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of tired of just the janky airsoft market. Seems like everybody wants to make a product and, you know, profit off doing something cool for airsoft. And there are a lot of cool products out there that are 3D printed and whatnot as well. But everything's kind of janky, if I'm being honest. So it's really, really refreshing to see a nice, high quality product come out designed specifically for airsoft by airsofters. And yeah, this unit is just rock solid. It looks nice, it feels nice. The buttons all feel super solid. The cables are really nice quality. The packaging too is top notch. It feels like when you're getting the product, you're opening a Logitech product or a Razer product or something like that, like a gaming headset, you know? And I really appreciate that, and it's just so refreshing for the airsoft scene as a whole. I know it doesn't need to be like that, but they really have gone above and beyond to deliver an awesome product here. So big kudos to them for that. Now, how does it actually perform out on the field? What really makes it different or enjoyable or fun? I think there's two things to be said here. First is just fun. Kind of going back to what I was saying about video games, you know, I enjoy playing video games with my friends and just talking about life too, and just kind of communicating, hanging out, having a good time. We're all there to have fun and be casual and just hang out. So that's really enjoyable for this too. You can be cracking jokes, you can be talking to other players, and the other person's there hearing it all, and it's kind of fun. And then also on top of that, there's the competitive side, the tactical side as well. Having some sort of communication on the field is kind of cheat mode, if I'm being honest, if you use it effectively. My brother and I have never really experimented with comms too much. I've always just found it to be a bit of a hindrance. You got cables all over yourselves. You have to push to talk. You're holding down a hallway and you want to communicate to your buddy. You got to take your hand off your gun and transmit. Someone comes around the corner, you're probably dead. So it's nice to just have an open channel that you can communicate with, and it's always there. You don't even have to think about it. What you're thinking, you're saying and relaying to your teammates. Super awesome. Also, my brother and I found that we were coordinating attacks, which we've never done before. We used to always go into the field and be like, all right, we're gonna stick together this time, all right? Let's do it. And we get on the field and 5 minutes later, we've lost each other completely because someone's died and gone back to spawn and who knows where the other player is. It's just tough. But with this, whenever someone would die, we would immediately say, hey, I'm hit, going back to spawn, I'll join you, where are you at? And we would just always come back to each other, made it really fun, really enjoyable. Yeah, just coordinating attacks and having someone else to be there when you're doing a cool push or doing a cool flank or capturing an objective. It's just so much more enjoyable than just doing it by yourself and being like, hey, did you see that? No, what happened? It's like, no, I was right there with you and we attacked that objective together, and that's so rewarding and so fun. So I really do enjoy that aspect of it as well. Oh, battery life also is a huge plus. We ran this for about 3.5 hours when we were playing. We played for about 4, but between games and downtime, we'll say 3.5. And every time we were on the field, we had these things turned on. So about 3.5 hours of runtime, and they were still at 100% charge when we were done. So I'm not even gonna bother charging it for the next time we go out to the field, and I just kinda wanna see how good the battery life is over a couple times going out to the field, but so far, really impressed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to let you guys know about the BL1 unit and talk about it. It is a really new product out on the airsoft market. I am really, really enjoying it. I'm getting out again next weekend, and it is for sure going to be staying on my helmet every time I head out to the field. And I'm gonna encourage all of my buddies that I play with to get one as well. I know my brother and I have one, but the more the merrier. I can't imagine how much fun it would be to have like 5 guys on a comms channel. Oh, it would just be super cool. But I can see a lot of fields getting into these and really enjoying them and doing some really cool things with them. So yeah, definitely check them out. I'll have a link for the website down in the description down below. They are available now. And yeah, great product, great unit. I would honestly say get this over getting another gun. You're just gonna have more fun out on the field, really enjoy yourself, and just have a great time. So yeah, definitely check out the BL1 from BattleLink. Amazing product, and I can't wait to get out and use it again. That's pretty much it, you guys. We will see you in the next one. Peace.